pedals up in the back of the wing there. Yep.
And how do you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right, I'm going to turn you off for a start. I'll be back with you in a minute.
Fire!
That's a good sign. And the pedals are probably still adjusted for you?
Roger.
All right. Let it warm them up here in a little bit before we pour the coals to it. Tell you nothing sounds better than a radial engine.
Roger that.
So I think what we'll do here initially, Tim, is I'll do the
Stearman Field, 70541, to inside the restaurant. We'll be back taxiing a little bit and take it off on runway 17, Stearman.
I'll do the initial takeoff and have you kind of follow along, and then and I'll come in and we'll just do a close pattern, and then you can follow along for the landing, and then after that we'll see what makes sense, see how you feel. We have the option of using the grass today, and then we may do that. We'll definitely use the grass for the landing.
Roger.
And then we have the option for the takeoff as well. No use making this harder than it has to be. Stearman traffic, Stearman 567, back taxi, runway 17, Stearman. And of course, just like, well, maybe not most tail draggers, but this tail dragger, we zigzag back and forth, just so we can see what's out there ahead of us. Most people just assume it's because I've been drinking again. Not that I haven't, but that's not the reason we do it. So the airplane is owned by three guys. I don't know if Kathy or Herb talked to you at all about it, but three guys. One of them's a production test pilot, or the production flight test manager at Learjet. I was the chief of flight test operations and safety at Bombardier Learjet in the flight test center for about 17 years, 16 years, something like that, and ran their corporate flight department the last couple of years. Part 125 operation. And when I using 50 passenger regional jets. And then the other partner is Mike Menevic. He's probably one of the best stress engineers in the city of Wichita. He works for Airbus. Alright, I'm going to run it up, do a mag check, and check carb heat. One of the things that you'll notice on the carb heat on this airplane is there's very little drop in RPM. It's almost not noticeable. Alright, so if you want to put your goggles down, this would be a good time to do it. Right. So, you'll see on the airplane, basically I'll put in full cross control initially as we're rolling down, and then we'll take it out as necessary. Stearman traffic, Stearman 567, departing runway 17, Stearman closed right traffic. Alright, so I've got mixture still half rich. And once I get on the runway, I'll richen it up. Alright, mixture's full rich, trim the set. There you go. Alright, so basically full aft, full left stick. So a pretty short takeoff run today with the winds, and drifted a little bit to the left. Not my preference, but did that today. There's a little bit of a disagree between the front and the rear cockpit. So I'm showing 75 up here or back here. What are you showing for indicated up there?
Just north of 75.
Okay. Stearman traffic, Stearman 567, right crosswind, runway 17, Stearman, full stop. So we'll use 2100 for our pattern today. And Stearman traffic, Stearman 567, right downwind, runway 17, Stearman, full stop, sod.
That's an open cockpit.
Wow, this is a great test. Drifted up here a little bit, I'll bring it back down. Okay, car beat's coming on. And Stearman traffic, Stearman 567, right base, runway 17, Stearman, full stop side. So about 75 here on base. You know, I'll sometimes add a little bit of thrust just to take the drag off. We'll see. Today I'm a little high, so we'll see. When I turn the corner here, you'll see that I'll have a pretty good slip. Man, Stearman traffic, Stearman 567, final runway 17, Stearman.
Stearman traffic, Apache 76 Hotel Kilo, will be back taxi 417.
And then when we clear, we'll always clear to the cold side of the runway. And since Hotel Kilo's on the runway, we'll just back taxi on the grass. Any questions about any of that?
That looked like 75 was the airspeed for everything.
Pretty much. I mean, you know, it doesn't vary a whole hell of a lot. This airplane just about, you know, lifts off about 60-ish. You know, again, whatever it takes, you know, you just want to get a feel for the airplane, and then cruise, you know, it's about 85, base 75, final 70. I don't like to get slower than 65. You can get down around 60, but if you end up with a high sink rate at the bottom, then you've got nothing, right, to make any corrections.
Yeah, especially in those slips with those high vertical speeds.
Exactly. And I flew a pretty tight pattern day. We can extend it out. There's no reason not to. So we go out here. We'll do a basically a mag check. I do a mag check every takeoff and landing. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. I had a guy last year was out here. He was a pilot at Flight Safety, and he was watching our operation. And he said that was one of the things that convinced him that we were running a safe operation, was that he noticed that every takeoff we came out and did mag check, even though we've been running out here all day long. And it's rare that you find a fouled plug, but you know, once in a while. I mean, in the 15 years we've owned the airplane, or actually now about 18 years we've owned the airplane, it's you know, we've certainly have had that occur. right, Tim, I'll tell you what, your airplane.
My airplane.
Stearman traffic, King Air 39 officers, back taxiing runway 17 for the run period.
And Stearman traffic, Stearman 567, taking the sod for takeoff. Alright. Go ahead and line her up on the sod.
Okay.
Now we're going to just take off from the sod.
And 76 Hotel Kilo, is there a way you can pull up just a little bit of this in there?
Is this the edge right here?
This is the edge, and so, you know, basically, you can kind of see that area that, right about there that, you know, is kind of darker there. As long as you stay parallel to that runway and don't get into the trees, we should be pretty good.
Okay.
And Stearman traffic, Stearman 567, departing runway 17, Stearman.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Just go ahead and advance the throttle and then...
Yep, you're
All right, here we go.
Okay.
I think I did that.
Yeah, nicely done. A little bit of left rudder, just a tad, but not that much. There you go. And you see those two towers off to the right side? About 45 degrees off the right? Negative. Okay, just come right about 45 degrees until you parallel the Andover Road there. And Stearman traffic, Stearman 567, be continuing to the south, southwest, climbing at 2,500.
Is this where you want me?
A little bit further right. And then, like I said, we'll climb on up to 2,500 and level off. So off the right side, you have Gemar Airport, about 5-6 miles straight to the west. And you see Andover Road here on the right side, just parallel that to the south. And then of course Beechfield is off to the right front, about 6 miles. And then way off in the distance is McConnell Air Force Base.
Traffic, Apache 76 Hotel Kilos, departing 17, Stearman.
So what do you think? Awesome.
1750?
Yeah, 1750 would be good. And then out here, you kind of have to watch traffic. Sometimes Beechfield comes out of here at 2200. Of course, this is Interstate 35, goes on down to Dallas to the south, and Minneapolis, Kansas City on to the north.
Position hold 17 and south departure.
And then off to the right is Teradyne Country Club. It's an old English-style course, basically British links-style course. No real trees or hazards. It's all grass and sand traps and tall grass. So that's Beechfield just off the right wing now, about 5 miles, and then McConnell off to the right front.
Okay.
And of course, this is Andover. Right below us, I've got two high schools here. One we just passed over, and the one off to the left front there, that's Andover Central High School. Off to the left, about a mile, there's two sod strips just north of this east-west road here. Just on this side of that water tower, you can kind of see the white guy, or the guy's white hanger there, just off our wingtip now. That's it. And Augusta Airport is that airport off to the left front there, about 4 miles. You can see the hangars there, rows of hangars by the water tower. And this is Kellogg, down on the south side of town that runs east-west through town. A lot of equestrian interest down here in this part of the county. Once we get south of Kellogg, you'll see a lot of old 5, 10, 20, 40, 80 acre horse farms, ranches, that kind of thing. Come left just a little bit. Alright, that's good, roll out. You see that pond over there on the other side of that, just to the right of us? There's 3 ponds there, and one's on the other side of the road, with a big house there, a driveway leading up to a big house. That was one of the, well, he was the controller for Pizza Hut, when Pizza Hut was started in this town.
I just read about that in Wikipedia today, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. That. And then once we get past his place, just jog over to the right side of Andover Road, you know, keeping it just barely, you know, off our left side so that we stay out of McConnell's airspace.
Go back over here?
Yeah. And that's going to put us in position where we can take a look at Flint Hills National. So Flint Hills National is a golf course just off our left side ahead of us. So the Women's PGA Tour was played there a few years ago, and they've also had the Men's PGA through there at one time or another, I believe. I need to verify that. There's some beautiful homes down there.
Not bad. Feels like you're riding a Harley with all that sound and vibration.
That's what I tell everybody. It's like a Harley in the sky, man.
You sleep good after flying this all day.
Oh, hell yeah. Alright, so when we get past Flint Hills, you see that road there, the east-west road there below us. Just take a left and parallel it here for a couple miles to the east.
This one we're getting ready to cross over?
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, since you have a tailwheel endorsement, this is all loggable time, so. You're looking marvelous up there.
Thank you.
So if you look off to the northeast there, and that's the Flint Hills, off to the left there about 45 degrees, you see how the farmland changes to native grass about, maybe 10 miles, 15 miles in the distance. So that's what we call the Flint Hills. And of course this territory used to be covered by buffalo, obviously, 150 years ago. Alright, so with this power line that you see that we're just about to cross, just parallel that to the north.
Roger. You want to my right side or my left side?
On the left side. As a matter of fact, if you head for that water tower over there, up ahead of us, when we come out of the turn there, that'll be excellent, perfect. So you can kind of get a flavor for all these little towns around here. You know, they're all about 10 miles apart. So you had Augusta, you had Wichita, and then Andover, and Augusta, and Benton, and Towanda, and El Dorado. They're all about 8 to 10 miles apart, which was a reasonable distance by, horse and buggy in the day to get your products to market and all that stuff. I was flying a guy from Wyoming here last year, and he said out there the towns are about 50 miles away, about 50 miles apart. And he said that a horse can travel 50 miles between watering.
So these were definitely planned communities.
That's right.
Communities.
Absolutely. And then that's Santa Fe Lake off to the right side. And then way out on the horizon on the other side of those petroleum tanks there, you can kind of barely make it out there. That's El Dorado Reservoir. So there's those runways I was telling you about on the left side, right below us on the left. You see the hangar and the north-south runway there?
Oh yeah.
And his neighbor has one just about a quarter mile to the west.
Wow, he's got himself a little control tower and everything now.
Yeah, he used to run, I think, a twin Comanche out of there.
I did my original tailwheel in a J3 in Andover, New Jersey during the fall. It was absolutely beautiful. We'd go out to a little grass strip and just do touch and goes. It was just perfect. Kind of like last night watching you guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I learned to fly up in Stewart, New York. All right, Tim, let's go ahead and climb up to 3,000 feet. And when you get up to the interstate, go ahead and parallel the interstate to the northeast. Okay, I have the airplane.
Your flight controls.
I have the controls. So want to just demonstrate a little lazy 8 here. With fixed pitch prop. So again, I'm going to basically push over around 100, 110, something like that, maybe 120. And then I'll pitch up, roll to the left, then do the same thing to the right. Any questions?
No, I got this.
Alright, your airplane. My airplane. Okay, take it back up to 3,000, and then when you get her stable and cruise and basically 1750 RPM, go ahead and do one of those. So as you know, that maneuver was basically used to evaluate the cadets, basically their ability to control the aircraft in numerous trim changes and airspeed changes. So it's a good energy management and a good aircraft control maneuver.
I try to explain to my students, we don't do these things for the sake of doing them. There's a purpose behind them for fundamental stick and rudder.
Well, what I tell everybody is, it was used to teach the cadets energy management and for them to demonstrate to their instructor their mastery of the aircraft.
Once we get up here to 3,000, what was the fixed power setting for this?
1750.
Okay.
And that'll keep you from overspeeding the prop.
Roger. Well, you got lots of north, south, east, west lines, so
That's tough.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Too much better. A little too slow in the bottom there. My rudder sucks.
Oh, you did great. All right, so now go ahead and take it back up to 3,000 feet and give me a turn to the north. And then once you get level at 3,000 feet, I'm going to go ahead and bring your carb feed on. And I want you to do a level, straight ahead stall. And just recover at the first indication of the stall.
Power off?
Power off, yeah.
Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Carb feed's on. nicely done. All right, after the airplane. Good control. Stearman traffic, Stearman 567 is 5 miles to the east, inbound Stearman, descending out at 2,800. Well, what do you think of the stall?
It's pretty benign.
Yeah, it's very benign.
Didn't really feel any buffet at all. Just seemed like it was getting ready to start dropping that right wing.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And if you know, if we had a little more time, we brought show you basically you can just walk it all the way down with the rudder. But it's very stable. Now there's some of the Stearman that have stall strips on the leading edge. And if they have those, and some of them have them on the upper and the lower, if you get one of those, different story. A lot of the aerobatic guys put them on there so they can snap roll the airplane.
Traffic, Bonanza 24 Lima Kilo, back taxi 172 Robinson.
All right, Tim, I'll tell you what, why don't you go ahead and set us up for a downwind. You have the airplane. My flight control. You have flight control. And so we cross over. Yeah, we'll cross over kind of here at the departure end, and then you know, turn you downwind, and you know, whatever's comfortable for you. And just set me up like you're going to land it in grass. Stearman traffic, Stearman 567 is 1 mile east, inbound 2,100. We got a KC-135, looks like ahead of us there at high, just to the left, 1130.
Controlled burn going on over there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, now this time of year, the flint hills will just about all be on fire here in a little bit. And Stearman traffic, Stearman 567, entering a right downwind runway 17 Stearman. And Stearman 567 will be full stop to the side. Stearman traffic, Stearman 567, right base, runway 17, Stearman, full stop, inside. I'm going to burp the engine here just to make sure it's still there, okay? Sorry about that, I got the controls. Yes, Stearman 567 will back taxi on the side. Alright, how'd you feel about that one?
Yeah, it looked okay. I couldn't judge my height though.
Yeah, the only thing, you know, we got a little bit slow, not slow, but we got a little bit low out there on the other side of the road.
Yeah, I did see that. As soon as I went into slip, it just dropped.
Yeah, yeah. Once you know, well, yeah, once you slip it, it's gonna drop for sure. And then the other thing, it wasn't entirely clear to me, and that's kind of what I jumped on in there, is that looked to me like the nose was starting to drift a little bit to the left. And that may have been just an overreaction on my part. I fully appreciate that fact. But good flight.
That was great.
I'll tell you what, we'll do one more takeoff if you want here.
Okay.
Lima Kilo, you ready to go?
Yes, sir. Stearman traffic, Bonanza 24 Lima Kilo, departing 17, stop departure, Stearman.
Okay, Tim, you have the controls.
My controls.
Your controls. Let him get out of here and then we'll roll. And of course his wake turbines are going to blow across the runway here fairly quickly. And Stearman traffic, Stearman 567 is departing runway 17, closed right traffic side. Okay. Right, brother.
Stearman traffic, Bonanza 4 Lima Kilo, climbing to 2,500, 2 miles south of the field, departing south.
Turn.
Yeah. And Stearman traffic, Stearman 567, right crosswind runway 17, Stearman, full stop sod. And Stearman traffic, Stearman 567, right downwind runway 17, full stop sod.
Stearman traffic, November 51305, 8 miles to the east. We'll be crossing over midfield for right downwind, runway 17.
A little bit far away, just kind of move it in a little bit.
Sure. And if you want, Tim, you can carry a little bit of power in there as well. That'll help on that. That way you can kind of set up on a little nicer slip at the end, give you a little more room at the end.
Roger.
And you'll just use the displaced threshold there as your aim point, just parallel that on the sod. And Stearman traffic, Stearman 567, right base, runway 17, Stearman, full stop. Matter of fact, just keep your turn coming in. A little bit of a power reduction now. Right running. A little bit to go around. You have the controls.
I have the controls. I thought I touched down and I started flying again.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was looking good though. That was nice. I just
Didn't pin it. I just let it fly right off.
yeah. Well, we could have converted that one to a wheel landing there by bringing that tail up, and then she would have stayed down. But you know, with we had a little bit of extra speed, and then you know, in the 3-point, it'll take you flying again. And I just wanted to go around so we didn't drop off the end there.
What approach speed am I looking for again?
Well, typically, you know, I like to final at around 70 and cross the numbers there around 65.
Okay.
But that was real nice, very controlled.
51395 is 2.5 miles. East will be crossing over midfield for right downwind, runway 17, Stearman.
And inbound traffic, Stearman 567 is turning right downwind, runway 17, full stop sod.
Roger. And I got the Stearman inside on the right downwind for 17.
And Stearman traffic, Stearman 567 right base, runway 17, Stearman, full stop sign.
Stearman traffic, November 395 is turning right downwind, runway 17. Be on the asphalt, full stop, Stearman.
And 395 Stearman will remain on the grass for you.
Thank you.
Okay, start bleeding your speed back a little bit. A little bit right runner. Right runner. There you go. Right rudder, there you go. Alright, I have the controls.
Your controls.
Well, what do you think?
Awesome.
Stearman traffic, November 395, turning final, 17, Stearman.
And what do you think? How's it compared to the Cub?
It's a beast. The Super Cub you can see outside. This is more like the J3 where you get in behind the instructor and there's nothing in front of you. You better get your peripheral vision going there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, and when I learned on this runway, you know, it was pretty well dilapidated. I mean, about maybe 15 to 25, probably 25 feet in the middle of the runway
395, back taxiing 17.
was usable. The rest of it was all tore up. So I said that, you know, I always said that if you can see the runway, you're not on it. No, you did great. And I'll tell you, these crosswinds, and you know, they're challenging in this airplane. So I mean, to handle these crosswinds as well as you did, you know, I mean, in the takeoff, like I said, with the little exception of keeping that nose going straight down the runway, you know, you did. And I had the same problem as you noticed on my first takeoff today.
Just want to weather ring you into it?
Yeah, absolutely. And Stearman traffic, Stearman 567, cross runway 17, Stearman parking.
Hey, where can I park this? Not be in your way.
No, you don't want to be in my way.
Okay.